What up, y'all? It's your boy, Mr. Downtown Raymond, and you're listening to the Entertainment Report on iHeartRadio, live from Orlando for Thursday, April 11th, 2024. Delivering some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Raymelo, that's RAYMELO. On Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to the show anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. O.J. Simpson, the Hall of Fame NFL running back who became better known for a celebrity murder trial and time in prison for robbery, died on Wednesday after battling cancer, his family said on Thursday. He was 76 years old. The family said in a statement posted on X, he was surrounded by his children and grandchildren. During this time of transition, his family asked that you please respect their wishes for privacy and grace. Nicknamed the Juice, Simpson had a storied football career, winning the Heisman Trophy in college, setting the record for most yards gained in one season in the NFL with the Buffalo Bills, with 2,003 yards in 1973. He followed that with being a successful sports broadcaster for NBC and a pitchman for companies like Hertz while starring in several movies. All of those things, though, took a backseat when he was accused of the murder of his ex-wife Nicole Brown Simpson and her friend Ron Goldman in Los Angeles. He was acquitted in the so-called trial of the century. The trial lasted for months, and its verdict polarized the nation, mostly on racial lines, as his defense used prejudice in the Los Angeles Police Department as one of its defenses. Even Simpson's arrest made national television headlines when he fled from police in a white Ford Bronco driven by his friend and former teammate Al Cowlings before surrender. The police chase that played out in front of chasing television helicopters in Los Angeles for decades connected with the vehicle brand with Simpson. He was later found liable for the deaths in a civil trial and ordered to pay $33.5 million to the Brown and Goldman family. Simpson found himself in legal trouble again in 2008 when he was found guilty on 12 charges, including kidnapping and armed robbery in a case over sports memorabilia in Las Vegas. He was released on parole in 2017 after serving 9 years of a 33-year sentence. His parole ended in 2021. Simpson argued that he was trying to retrieve items and family heirlooms that were stolen from him earlier, but was undercut by co-conspirators who secretly taped Simpson and then plotting the crime. Simpson was hounded by Fred Goldman, the father of Ron Goldman, who secured the rights to the draft of a book Simpson wrote, If I Did It, after Harper's Collins and Fox Television dropped the book and television plans. Goldman retitled the book If I Did It, Confessions of a Killer, with the word if appeared in small type. Simpson's trial of the century continues to draw interest today through television documentaries and dramatizations. The Cannes Film Festival announced the films for its festival Thursday. The festival runs May 12th to the 25th. The Apprentice, a film about young Donald Trump starring Sebastian Stan as Trump, Jeremy Strong as Roy Cohn, Martin Donovan as Fred Trump Sr., and Maria Bakalova as Ivana, are among competing Ali Abbasi-directed Gabe Sherman script. Francis Ford Coppola's Megalopolis, starring Adam Driver, and Yorgos Lanthimos' Kind of Kindness, starring Emma Stone, are also screening. Andrea Arnold's Burr, Sean Baker's Aurora, Paul Schrader's O Canada, and Pablo Sorrentino's Parthenope are among the other selections. Cannes previously announced premieres for Furiosa, the second act of Competition, and Horizon, an American Saga. The complete competition lineup also includes Modelo Destino, Emilia Perez, The Shrewds, The Substance, Grand Tour, Marcello Mio, Franny Lee and Die, Ali When Imagine as Lights, Leonor Aldenebetev, Bert Lamtonov, The Ballad, and Pigment Nail. The Uncertain Regard series includes 6 first films out of 15. The festival also includes 4 midnight screenings, 5 special screenings, and several Cannes premieres. Great American Pure Flix announced the movie Mr. Manhattan on Thursday. The film premieres May 24th on the streaming service. Real-life husband and wife Alexa and Carlos PenaVega star. They play Mason and Danny, a couple who are engaged in college. 10 years later, Mason and Danny have broken up. Mason becomes a caretaker to his niece and nephew when their parents die in an automobile accident. Alexa and Carlos co-starred in the Hallmark Channel's movie Enchanted Christmas and Love at Sea and Pure Flix' series The Power Couple. They married in 2014 and have 3 children together. They presented their lives together on a YouTube show called Lex and Los, and both provided voices for the animated series The Casa Grandes and The Loud House. Carlos and Alexa were both child actors. Carlos in the Nickelodeon series Big Time Rush, and Alexa in the Spy Kids movies. Disney Plus announced Thursday that a documentary on Muppets creator Jim Henson is coming to the streaming service next month. Jim Henson, Idea Man, premieres May 31st. Ron Howard directs Idea Man. Howard previously directed documentaries Pavarotti, Rebuilding Paradise, and The Beatles' 8 Days a Week. Using Henson's personal archives, the documentary traces his career from puppeteering on local television through the creation of Sesame Street and The Muppets. Disney began plans to buy the Henson Associates in 1989. Their deal has resulted in the films The Muppet Christmas Carol, Muppet Treasure Island, 2011's The Muppets, and Muppets Most Wanted, several ABC television series and movies, and Disney Plus's Muppets Now, Muppet Haunted Mansion, and The Muppet Mayhem. Jim Henson died in 1990 of pneumonia. His children Brian and Lisa continue with the company. Paramount Plus is gearing up for the release of If. The studio shared a final trailer for the film Thursday featuring Ryan Reynolds. If is a live-action and animated fantasy film written, directed, and produced by John Krasinski. Reynolds plays Cal, a man who teams up with his young neighbor Bee, played by Kaylee Fleming, to help forgotten imaginary friends find new kids. The cast also features Krasinski and Fiona Shaw, along with the voices of Phoebe Waller-Bridge, Steve Carell, and the late Louis Gossett Jr. Paramount released a Super Bowl teaser for the movie in February that shows cast members Randall Park impersonating Krasinski. If opens in theaters May 17th, the film will mark Krasinski's first release as a writer, director, and producer since A Quiet Place Part 2 in 2020. Bob Marley One Love is coming to Paramount Plus. Paramount Plus announced in a press release that the film will start streaming on its service Friday. Bob Marley One Love is a musical biopic starring Kingsley Ben-Adir as Jamaican reggae singer-songwriter and musician Bob Marley, who died at the age of 36 in 1981. The film celebrates the life and music of an icon who inspired generations through his message of love, peace, and unity, and shares Marley's incredible story of overcoming adversity and the journey behind his revolutionary music that changed the world. Lashana Lynch and James Norton also star. Bob Marley One Love is directed and co-written by Ronaldo Marcus Green. Marley's widow Rita Marley and children Ziggy Marley and Cedilla Marley are among the producers. Bob Marley at One Love opened in theaters in February. The film set new opening day records for a music biopic in the UK, France, and other territories, and had grossed more than $175 million at the world's wide box office to date. Universal Pictures is teasing the new film Speak No Evil. The studio shared a trailer for the movie Wednesday featuring James McAvoy. Speak No Evil is a remake of the Danish psychological horror film of the same name. Mackenzie Davis and Scott Maneri play Louise and Ben Dalton, an American couple who are invited to spend the weekend at the country estate of Patty, played by McAvoy, and Sierra, played by Ansley Franceschi. A British couple they befriend on vacation. Alex West Leffer plays Louise and Ben's 11-year-old daughter Agnes, while Daniel Huff plays Patty and Sierra's mute son Ant. The official description reads, "What begins as a dream holiday soon warps into a snarled psychological nightmare." Speak No Evil is written and directed by James Watkins and produced by Blumhouse Productions. The film opens in theaters September 13th. Blumhouse is also developing a reimagining of the Blair Witch Project with Legendary. Grammy-nominated rapper Ice Spice will make her acting debut in a new film from Spike Lee. Variety reported Wednesday that Ice Spice will appear in High and Low, Lee's reimagining of the Akira Kurosawa crime thriller. The Hollywood Reporter confirms Ice Spice will have a cameo role and had started shooting for the film. The rapper joins previously announced stars Denzel Washington, Jeffrey Wright, and Ifnish Hedera. Lee and Washington have collaborated on 4 other films, most recently the 2006 thriller Inside Man. The High and Low remake hails from Apple Original Films and A24. I Spice is known for such singles as Munch Feel You, Boys a Liar Part 2 with Pink Pantheress and Princess Diana, and was featured on the Taylor Swift song Karma in 2023. She was nominated for 4 awards at this year's Grammys, including Best New Artist. CBS has renewed S.W.A.T for an 8th season on Thursday. Season 8 will air during the 2024-2025 television season. S.W.A.T joins the Neighborhood, Ghosts, Fire Country, and the FBI and NCIS franchises in the network's renewals. S.W.A.T was previously saved from cancellation for Season 7. Shamar Moore stars as the leader of the SWAT team. The show was a reboot of the 70s TV drama, which was also adapted as a 2003 movie. S.W.A.T also stars David Lim, Jay Harrington, Patrick St. Experit, Rochelle Aites, and Anna Eager Rich. Sean Ryan and Andrew Detman showrun S.W.A.T. Moore called the renewal a miracle in a statement. Moore said in a statement, "I'm so grateful to the fans around the world who have supported, watched, enjoyed, and rooted for S.W.A.T. It is entirely because of the support that S.W.A.T will continue to shine." The Night Manager will return on BBC One and Prime Video. BBC announced in a press release Thursday that it's renewed the series for 2 more seasons. The Night Manager is based on the John le Carré spy novel of the same name. Tom Hiddleston stars as Jonathan Pine, the manager of a luxury hotel who is recruited to help take down an arms dealer. Season 1 premiered on the BBC One and AMC in 2016. Hiddleston will reprise his role as Pine in new episodes, which picked up 8 years after the explosive events of the Season 1 finale. The Night Manager is created, written, and executive produced by David Farr, with Georgie Banks Davies to direct all 6 episodes of Season 2. Stephen Garrett will lead production of the series, with Hugh Laurie to serve as an executive producer. The first series of The Night Manager was one of the most Hiddleston says the first series of The Night Manager was one of the most creatively fully fulfilling projects I have ever worked on. The depth, range, and complexity of Jonathan Pine was and remains a thrilling prospect. I'm looking forward to reuniting with Simon and Stephen Cornwell, David Farr, and Stephen Garrett, and to work with Georgie Banks Davies to tell the next chapter of our story. I can't wait. The Night Manager will resume production later this year. Apple TV Plus is giving a glimpse of the new series Dark Matter. The streaming service shared a trailer for the sci-fi thriller Thursday, featuring Joel Edgerton and Jennifer Connelly. Dark Matter is based on the Blake Crouch novel of the same name, which is described as a story about the road not taken. Edgerton plays Jason Dessin, a physicist, professor, and family man who, one night while walking home on the streets of Chicago, is abducted into the alternative version of his life. The official synopsis reads, "Wonder quickly turns to nightmare when he tries to return to his reality amid the mind-bending landscape of lives he could have lived. In this labyrinth of realities, he embarks on a harrowing journey to get back to his true form and say them for the most terrifying, unbeatable foe imaginable himself." Connelly plays Jason's wife, Daniela, while Alice Braga portrays Amanda, a woman in one of Jason's other realities. The cast also includes Jimmy Simpson, Oaks Fegley, and Dayo Okanegi. Dark Matter is created by Crouch, who serves as the writer, showrunner, and executive producer. The series will have a 2-episode premiere May 8th on Apple TV+. Heroes creator Tim Kring is developing a new reboot. Deadline reported Wednesday that Kring will write and executive produce the series Heroes Eclipsed. The new show is being pitched to buyers this week in the wake of Monday's total solar eclipse. Solar eclipse appeared in the original pilot and was a recurring element in the series. TV Line confirmed the news. Hero Eclipse takes place years after the events of Heroes and follows a new group of humans as they discover their power. The original Heroes had a 4-season run on NBC from 2006 to 2010. The series starred Milo Ventimiglia, Hayden Panettiere, Masi Oka, Jack Coleman, Adrian Pasdar, and Senthil Ramamurthy. Coleman replaced his role of Noah Bennett in the reboot Heroes reboot, also created by Kring. The show premiered in 2015 and aired for a single season. Netflix is gearing up for the release of Bridgerton Season 3. The streaming service shared a trailer for the season Thursday featuring Nicola Coughlan and Luke Newton. Bridgerton is based on the Julia Quinn book series. The show follows the Bridgertons, a family of 8 siblings living with their mother in Regency-era London. Season 3 will focus on the romance between longtime friends Colin, Bridgerton, played by Newton, and Penelope Featherington, played by Coughlan. The trailer shows Colin agreed to help Penelope find a husband. Penelope meets a suitor, Lord Debling, played by Sam Phillips, as her friendship with Colin starts to heat up. Netflix previously released Season 3 clip that shows Penelope confront Colin about overhearing him say he would never court her. Season 3 will be split into 2 parts, with Part 1 to premiere May 16th and Part 2 to follow June 13th. The cast also includes Adoja Ador, Jonathan Bailey, Ruth Gemmell, Florence Hunt, Claudia Jesse, Golda Rochevelle, Simone Ashley, and Julie Andrews as the narrator. And finally, Mariah Carey is adding new shows to her Las Vegas residency. On Thursday, the 55-year-old singer and actress announced 8 more dates for her Celebration of Mimi show at the Dolby Live at Park MGM. The new dates are July 26th, 27th, 31st, and August 2nd, 3rd, 7th, 9th, and 10th. Tickets go on sale. The new dates will go on sale April 19th at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, with pre-sale for City Card members to begin Friday at 1 a.m. or 1 p.m. rather. Carey wrote on Instagram, "The Celebration of Mimi continues this summer. We just added more Mimi shows this July 26th to August 10th. Carey announced the residency in February. The show marks the 19th anniversary of her album, The Emancipation of Mimi, which featured such singles as It's Like That, We Belong Together, and Shake It Off. Carey will perform fan favorites from The Emancipation of Mimi and other hits from her career. Celebration of Mimi kicks off on Friday. Carey released her most recent album, Caution, in 2018, and she collaborated. Not so much collaborate. Carey released her most recent album, Caution, in 2018. She recently collaborated with Ariana Grande on Grande's song Yes and the remix. And that was the Entertainment Report for Thursday, April 11th, 2024. I'm your host, Mr. Downtown Ring Melo. I'll be back tomorrow to deliver some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Raymelo. That's RAYMELO. On Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to this episode or any previous episode of The Entertainment Report anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Good night, and God bless you all.